I guess my only question is, where was this when I was doing season 3 of my show? So I got sent Pirate Borg by Free League, makers of such fine games as Borg and Forbidden Lands and Blade Runner and all kinds of cool stuff. Didn't ask for it, they just sent it to me to have a look at it. And you know, I'm not a rules light guy. Anybody who knows my channel knows that I'm more of a simulationist type. You know, I like my rules with a little more heft to them, a little more crunch, as some might say. But this is unbelievable, this thing. This is fully a rules light game, but when you pick this book up, it is chock full of piratey goodness. As soon as I opened this thing, I was like, oh my god, this makes me want to go out and play a supernatural pirate game. Like I said, a little late considering I just did a season on the main channel about that very thing. This would have been so handy, even though I'm not a rules light guy and I wouldn't have been using these particular rules, or maybe I would have, who knows? I mean, they're pretty great. But there's so much in here that I could have used. I mean, you can see, look at this random tables, names, weather, what happens when you go carousing or drinking rum and grog, NPC motivations. I love this stuff. And this is the first page. I just opened the book. They give you this incredible artwork, which just pulls you right into the feel of the setting, which is sort of a pre-apocalyptic, dark Caribbean, basically. So at the height of the British and French and Spanish colonialism of the Caribbean islands and stuff like this. So full on piratey goodness. But of course there's zombies and dark magic and all kinds of incredible stuff. It is so cool. And of course the system is dead easy. Of course it is, because it's rules light and I'm not a fan, but I love this. I would actually play this. You start, the first thing you do, as far as I can tell, I haven't really read this stuff in depth, but as far as I can tell, the first thing you do is determine, a container for your stuff, a sea chest for your stuff and things like that, you salty pirate dog. And also whether you got cheap gear or fancy gear, and then you get into your stuff. Your basic ability scores, strength, agility, presence, toughness, spirit. You roll 3d6 down the line, you got your modifiers, you roll a d20, you add the modifier against the difficulty rating, boom, that's it. That's the game. But it's got cool stuff like armor that takes away damage when you get hit. I love that kind of stuff. Armor is damage reduction. Yes, absolutely. And of course, the first rules we see are holding your breath naturally. You need to know that. And then we get right into the meat of the game itself, violence. It's player facing as far as I can tell. Players roll to attack and defend. So if the monster attacks you, you roll your defense. And if you fail, then you take damage. I think black powder weapons completely negate armor. I love that, the way it should be. You've got your hit points and that critical hits when you get down to 0 and all kinds of great stuff like this. Super simple advancement system, gaining experience, you get more hit points, you get the more class features, you do all kinds of cool stuff, and then we get into the sort of the professions, the character classes, right? Oh, the brute. He's a smashing fella. The rapscallion, naturally. The buccaneer. The swashbuckler. It's just all good stuff here. You've got the religious zealot. You've got the sorcerer, naturally. Look at this. This is full-on voodoo stuff. This is something out of like Haunted Mansion or something. Fantastic. The haunted soul. And then you've got the tall-tailed. Oh, is this, can you play? Oh yeah, you can play like some sort of mermaid man thing. Ah, that's cool. So cool. Starting weapons with cool pictures that completely encapsulate the atmosphere of the game. And of course the damage dice they do. Then you've got clothing and armor. This tells you all the details of your gear and your armor and your clothing and your weapons, and just great little details here. You don't have a sword in this game. You have a machete, or you have a cutlass, or you have a finely crafted rapier, The devil's luck. Everybody gets some luck points to, ameliorate bad things from happening to you. And then you've got this great D100 background table. So cool. It tells you what your background is and your starting stuff, special stuff, like cool little things, like you've got a letter of marque, or you've got a holy symbol in scripture, or you've got skill with woodworking. All of this stuff that it's up to the player to bring into the game and make useful. Distinctive flaws, physical trademarks, idiosyncrasies, unfortunate incidents, conditions, and look at the way it's presented. This is like an old news sheet from the 18th century or something. Fantastic. Oh, so good. A thing of importance. Ancient relics. Arcane rituals, and we get into magic here. Magic stuff. I haven't even looked at this. I'm discovering this as I go. I sort of opened the book and went, oh my God, this is amazing. I got to do a video on it. And so I'm doing the video on it, but I've never looked at this stuff before now. Mystical mishaps, presumably when you roll a spell and it goes wrong or something, you roll on this table. Sea shanties, there's sea shanties. Look, there's sea shanties in this. This is fantastic. It's for your crew to sing. Oh, so great. So great. And each shanty has a specific effect. 15 men on a dead man's chest. The ship gains D2 Devil's Luck that it can use like a PC if your crew sing the shanty correctly. Yar. Fantastic. And then we get an alchemy. So awesome. Ooh, I love this. For a rules-light game, this is chock full of awesome. There's so much awesome on every page. I sound like a shill. I'm aware of that, but I promise you, this is brand new to me. They just sent it. Said, here, have a look. I didn't even look at Borg because I thought Borg, yeah, I get it. It's heavy metal fantasy. It's rules-light. Nah. If it's anything like this, I need to take another look because this is something else. Then we get into naval combat, and I did have a quick look at the naval combat rules because, of course, I designed a naval combat system for my own system, or for rather Dominion rules, which I used in season 3 of the show. Check that out if you haven't already seen it. But these are great. This is really like the perfect marriage of playability and detail. Rules light, but still with some meat on the bones. It really is guys, I haven't been excited in a long time, and it kind of pisses me off because I'm not doing another pirate thing. I just did a pirate thing. Damn you, Free League, for being a year too late. So good. So good. Optional wind rules for your vessel. I love that. I love it. You could be in irons, which means that your ship is going into the wind, so it's got no wind in the sails. You're basically fighting the wind, or you could be with the wind or close to the wind, so it adjudicates your speed. And oh, great. And then all the stats of the various kind of vessels you can have here: man of war, ship of the line, brigantines, galleons, and of course the ghost ships, the ship of bone. It's lovely stuff like this. Dark terrestrial. Oh, this looks like monsters. Yes, dark fauna. All kinds of terrible things that you would have to fight. Dark flora. Make your own enemies. Look at that. Fantastic. Love it. And then various skeletons you might encounter. Zombies. Ghosts. Scavenging seagull. Obscure oyster cult. This is fantastic. These look to be like little encounters, sort of unique encounters. Oh my God, guys, this is fantastic. This is fantastic. Sirens, Coral Shoggoth. Oh, there you go. Little H.P. Lovecraft reference there for you. Undead Megalodon, the Kraken, naturally, Davy Jones. Marrow cannons, supernatural cannons that are made of bone. Oh my God, this is so great. And then you've got your archetypes: the naval mastermind, the inquisitor, the necromancer, the sunken ones. Presumably these are enemies. Sail, ships at sea, the types of ships that you might encounter on the sea, what their armaments are, their crew quantity and quality, and of course, the random name table. Yar! Hearken, me laddies! The heart of the sea is upon us, or the Poseidon's rage is bearing down, or starboard, off the starboard bow. And their cargo, and optional plot twists when you encounter these ships. Fantastic. Derelict ship generator. All of the details you need to just instantly create something and have your players go investigate. I'm so excited by this. I now want to run a pirate game again. But I can't. Not on the channel. I just did. Oh, buried treasure maps. Look at this. Riddles. Uncharted islands. Just random uncharted island details. And look, stopping a pirate can be dangerous to your health. Why? Because, who is this? He is an escaped prisoner with a makeshift peg leg, wielding a flintlock pistol. Boom! Instant enemy. So cool. So great. So fantastic. Again, more names, jobs and quests, random rumors, and then the Curse of Skeleton Point. This looks to be a module, an adventure module, all with really cool NPCs, and the map, naturally, and the key to the map, and great art, really, really evocative art, and this goes into all of the rest of the adventure. And it looks like there's a couple of different areas. Well, yeah, there's lots of areas in this adventure. So cool. So cool, so cool. And then we get a character sheet at the end here, as well as a list of all of the different classes you can be and the various things that might affect you in the game and such. And then creature index. Naturally, gotta have the index. Any good book has a good index. And then on the back pages, you get a series of tables and things that recap all of the rules, the main rules. It's kind of like a little DM screen. And just great. Guys, this book, fantastic. Kudos to you kudos to those who made this, and kudos to Free League for publishing it. It is not a Free League game. I don't think they designed it. I think they just published it. Limithron, I think Limithron is the writers. Anyway, the details are in the book. If you are looking for an entire game that is all about supernatural piracy and everything you could possibly imagine to go with it, this is it, and it is a digest-sized book. And how many pages have we got? Like 162 pages. This is fantastic. Chock full of everything. I'm so surprised. I'm so surprised and delighted that a rules light game can be so thorough. It shows my bias. Shows that I'm, this old school. No, you need to have all the rules in place. If you're not rolling on 16 different tables for your attack, then it's no good and stuff. Well, obviously I'm wrong. This is super exciting. I should really run it for somebody, some friends, or maybe myself, or maybe I will revisit some pirate stuff on the channel. It's almost too good to go to waste, So good. Anyway, that's it. Quick little video review of Pirate Borg. Check it out. If you're interested in this stuff, you really can't go wrong. And if you want to help support the channel, this channel, all the details of how to do that are in the comment section below. Thanks, guys. I'll see you next time on whatever it is I produce here on Me, Myself, and Die.